Hello. Little me. Hi. Can you guys hear me? I'm extremely nervous. Hello. How is everyone today? I have been scrambling around trying to make sure everything's ready, and I don't know if I forgot anything. Oh, thank you, Star. Hello. Should I just, should I, hold on, let me make sure I didn't, okay, hold on. Voice reveal? What do you mean? Koyo! Hi, Star. Okay. Let me, let me control myself, okay. What if I just, Happy Borf? Thank you, Star. What if I, Oh, don't do this to me now. What if I like to thank Toma for letting me. Oh yeah. Stop it. Hi, Mizo. Welcome in. I'm very close up, Mana. Hi. Alright, okay. Hi. Let me come out a little bit more. Hi. How is everyone? I don't know what to say. I'm very speechless. I'm glad you like it. I'm very smiley. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop. Okay, let me just, let's see, what is it? Here I am. What is it, Mizo? What should I do? Should I just go ahead and and show off some toggles? How do these work? How do you debut? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let's see. I have notes so I don't forget. I know, make it my own. The giggles, stop it, Zen. That's alright, Lumi, thank you. Okay, currently, let's get closer, hold on. Okay, here we go. That's a little better. So I'm smiling a lot, so you can already kind of see one, but let me just toggle it a little. This one. Blush. Thank you, Sean. This isn't my actual design or anything, like for my OC, but this is what I have currently, so. Frizz, hi! Hello? I didn't think I'd see you here, hello? Okay, that's blush. We have hearts. Hold on. Hard eyes. Hi, Frizz. We have scared. This one, I'm still smiling, but it doesn't allow me to. So I, just look scared how I'm supposed to. Let's see. The next one should be Sparkle. Yasu! Welcome in. Hello. Okay, technically, let's see. Do I have any other ones before? Okay, I can show you this one. I have this one. Change my hair a little bit. We stand them. Thank you, Ko. And then I have yeah, the rest of them. Hold on. I didn't put them in order, so okay. Technically, the the black eyes are normal here. Technically, they're supposed to be like yandere, but no. So actually, because this is a temporary model, and I wanted to kind of implement something that my actual design will kind of have. He's supposed to have rainbow eyes. He's supposed to have rainbow eyes, so it's supposed to be like a rainbow in each of his eyes, but I can't do this here. So I have different toggles so you can have different eye colors. Let's start with hold on. We have a red. We have we have technically what is this, like an orangish yellow? We'll get into why there's not a proper orange later. We'll get there. We'll get there. Sorry, I keep looking down at my keyboard. We have green. And you saw the blue. We also have a darker blue or an indigo. And then I have a purple. But for now I'm gonna stay like this. I have a few funny where is it? I have a few funny things. Funny toggles. So the yellow is technically, I look a lot like Kylus from Honkai Star Rail. That's why this one is like this. And then we're not playing Genshin today, but I had a little fun when I was customizing, and I changed the hair color, and I realized I looked like Tartaglia. So he's here. What's another one? I did one random the other day. Here you go. Just funsies. Okay. Let's see. Is that all of them? Oh, one last thing. Hold on. And a tail. And it's very fast. Hold on. So it's a little better. I probably need to adjust the speed because when I smile, it goes absolutely crazy. But this one. Different ears. I believe that's all for the toggles. What one's your favorite, guys? I think my favorite is this one. You like the purple eyes? Oh, purple. Oh. Thank you, Sen. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have, a presentation as all VTubers do for their debut. So, Sparkles, I like the sparkles too. Um, let's see. I hope this doesn't like. Hold on. Hold. Are we holding? Smiley pulling. It is. I'm gone. Goodbye. Here it is. One moment. Hold on. Oh, that. Okay, that conflicts. One moment. The logo, yes, it's beautiful. I'm just fixing things. One moment. Kaz, hi. Hello. Welcome in. I'm. Hold on. I know you can't see my model. I'm smiling a lot right now. Hold on. Okay. Have I fixed it? Not well. I mean, I could be more over here. Very small. Hello. Oh, you probably showed up after I did the model showcase. Hello, Cass. Okay. So, I want to warn, I believe my lore is first, so I'll warn you, it's a little sad. Okay. Don't do that to me. Don't show that to the public. There we go. You bring that in front of me. Ooh. There was once a kingdom that was painted with illusion. Ignorance was common, and deceit was what laid between every brick of the castle walls. The king and queen ruled with an iron fist and cold heart, but it wasn't the common folk who were suffering. It was the rest of the royal family. Namely, their 3 children. The princess, prince, and the youngest, Prince Tomu. Tomu was very young when he realized something was wrong. Things weren't supposed to be this way. His parents weren't supposed to fight. He wasn't supposed to be treated like this. Isolated, ridiculed, belittled, neglected. The light in his eyes was fading. He grew to understand that to survive, he could not be himself. And fading. And all at once, it was gone. How can someone filled with life become so empty? Where does it all go? Prince Tomu withdrew into himself. He searched for comfort in solitude, but the silence destroyed him too. There was no way out. The years went by in a blur, and Tomo dreamed of a better world, one where everything was right, where he was in control, where he could be happy. But on one horrific day, Tomo endured enough. There was one last event that made him feel so intensely, and then nothing at all. He closed his eyes to escape, but the darkness behind his eyelids did nothing to soothe his brokenness. When he opened them, the darkness stayed. Prince Tomo had blinked a few times before looking down at himself. He fell to his knees and cried into the abyss. How was that? Hi, Lizzie. Hello. Here, let me move a little more out of the way. I could, like, in the middle. Is that blocking a lot? A little bit. There we go. Next. And I'll be in the way again. Thank you, Sen. I'm very proud of it. Okay. So. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't show my PNG, but that's fine. Reading streams in the future. I mean, maybe. I would love to, Oh, why isn't it catching my... Excuse me? I would like to see my mouth move. What are you doing? One moment. I'd want to read books that I probably can't, in all honesty. As in, like, because they're copyrighted. I think I did one once before, but I will see about that. I'll, write that down for me. I'm not... Koyo? Write that down. Thank you. Please, I beg. Okay, we will see. We will see. Okay, so my name is Tomu. I am known as the creator. My pronouns are he, him, and my age, while it is my birthday, is unknown because I lost track. You see, in case you haven't been here before, I live in a different realm than Earth. It is called the realm of nothingness, or limbo, chaos, the abyss. And so that lore that I just read you is kind of my origin story of how I got here. And so I've been here a while. And yeah, you kind of lose track of time. So yeah. I am that height right there. That, you see it. Okay, great. I'm part divine. I was a human turned part divine, specifically. I am a prince and a writer, and my birthday is a little complicated. let me explain. So, oh, don't do that. Okay. Let me explain my birthday. My my birthday is today. But okay. There's a reason that there's a black bar. And that's because the actual date is censored, redacted, whatever word you want to use. We don't bring that up. It says or Kaz. Hold on a second now. Um, so my actual birthday is not going to be revealed and not going to be celebrated because I had a lot of events, or I guess just how we celebrated was not nice. I had bad birthdays for most of my life, and so it's gotten better recently in the past 2 years, but there's still like a energy to it. So I just went ahead and said, we're changing it, and it's gonna be April 3rd or 4th. So, yes, cast. Shh, shh, shh. It's one celebration. Shush. Okay. Previously in the past, I would like tweet that it was my birthday on the 3rd, and then I streamed on the 4th. And so it's just come to be one of these days. I only speak English, and mental health is like a big part of my lore, and it's just really important to me. So I have put my diagnosis here. I have depression and anxiety, as well as ADHD. I am currently unmedicated for all of them. But hopefully soon I'm looking for ADHD medication. Okay. I promise it won't interfere with streams. Maybe, probably. Don't quote me. Koyo, I know you're about to quote me. Don't do it. I have an Oshi mark, which is, it's like the logo, a rainbow, and then the pen. And the fan name for you guys is Muses. You all inspire me to keep going, and I really appreciate you. Up there you can see my tags. I didn't think I would need these actually. And then Sen made fan art for me, and I was like, well, all right. Here we go then. As you can see, my PNG is over here. The other one, you see it probably. I will show that later. Because we'll be playing a game where I can't have this out. 1 second. I'm realizing. There we go. Is that? You don't know what you want. There. Okay, I fixed it. Okay. Better. The next slide. Inspiration. Oh, I'm covering stuff. Hold on. So this is the inspiration for my lore. We have so originally I had no definite inspiration. only pictures and quotes that I gathered. Um, I did have like an aesthetic in mind, but yeah. Um, and I got more into Greek mythology and found out that I accidentally based myself off of Phanes, the primordial god of creation. It was believed that before Phanes, the universe is mostly chaos, but their birth brought life to the cosmos. Um, let's see. Thank you said I worked very hard on them. This story is fiction, except for the parts that aren't. The story is heavily based on what I've been through in life, my traumas and feelings, but made fantasy. I couldn't tell you where one begins and the other ends. That's why the story is fiction, except for the parts that aren't. Other inspiration was, up there I listed it, Greek mythology. Mania, which is also from Greek mythology. They are the spirits of madness, insanity, and crazed frenzy. We have mental health / illness. Egregore, which is, I think it's a non-physical entity that... Oh, I knew I should have wrote this down. Koyo? Ko? Are you there? Can you copy and paste what the definition of an egregore is? Please. Anybody, really. Anyone could do it. We'll get back to it. So Kingdom Hearts is another one. It's one of my favorite games, and its whole theme is light and dark, and that's just absolutely one of my favorite kind of things. Of Kingdom Hearts, yes, absolutely. Blank Canvas. This one, I have to explain. So, for most of my life, I felt like I was a blank canvas. Like I didn't have much of a personality, or just I felt I don't know if you could like describe it as empty. Because it's been a while since I felt that way, fortunately. But the whole, what was it? That in order to survive, I couldn't be myself. So a blank canvas, it's kind of, the meaning has changed from that of like, I feel like a blank canvas, to not so much that I don't have a personality, but looking at it more as you could do anything with yourself then. As well as the realm that I'm in, I can do anything with it because it's empty. And then the last thing is coinophobia, which we'll get into next slide. We'll get there. Oh. Next is my likes, dislikes, and fears. Let me move again. I'm in the way everywhere. I did not make this cohesive at all. So I like the fantasy genre. I really like lore. Any lore at all of it. Greek mythology, light and dark themes. The word reverie, which I also forget the definition of. Um, it's like being in a dream-like state. I knew I should have written these down. It's fine. When stories use chess as symbolism, helping and inspiring others, I like sweets, cookies, macarons, chocolate, like strawberries and carbonated drinks. I like outer space and stargazing. Um, I like corgis, Shiba Inus, raccoons, plushies, cinema roll, stationery, but you know, it's too cute and then you maybe don't use it. Oops. I like the colors like blue, white, and black. I like collecting manga or manhwa, which is Korean comics. I also like BL or yaoi. We're not gonna talk about that one too much. I like four-pointed stars, magic, and royalty aesthetic, and trying new things because you could ask me if I've tried something, and I'll probably say no. So I would like to experience more things. Then for dislikes, we have the color orange, the pronunciation of the letter W. Lovely. There's a lovely list. Forgetting words or definitions of words. I could add that in there too. What are we heck yaing about? I don't like loud noises or the dark, which is a little concerning considering I'm in a realm of nothingness. It's fine. I don't like my perfectionism or isolation, which again, for my lore isn't great. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. I don't like bad endings, but that's very subjective. I could, and not so much like badly written, but like, I mean, I don't think anyone really likes a badly written story, but more like, I don't know, like an everyone dies ending. I don't think that that's a good ending. I wouldn't like that. I don't like angst without comfort. The comfort needs to be there. I'm sorry. I've seen bad end theater, Mono. I've seen it, and maybe okay. Maybe once I forget what happens in it, I'll play it. I dislike my real birthday. Good thing that's not today. So, fears. I have coinophobia. I found this out while I was making this presentation. Because I had thalassophobia, and I was like, do I have any other fears? Yeah, and I found it. So intense anxiety or fear about living a life that is perceived as ordinary, unremarkable, or lacking in significance. And then thalassophobia, an intense fear of the ocean or other large bodies of water. If you ask me to play a game like Subnautica or Raft, no. The answer is no. Well, I've thought of okay. Maybe Raft, maybe Subnautica. You're gonna have to really convince me, okay? Next slide. Also, Koyo, what do you mean you can't read? That's a little concerning. My favorite media. I'm covering one. Oh my god. It's fine. That's good enough. It's not. I'm a perfectionist. What did I just say about my perfectionism? Okay. No, not Subnautica. No, thank you. Get it out of here. Um, so I really like finding, um, I don't know the word for it. Mangas that aren't like super popular. So, the top two, there's Goku Rakugai and the Exodrive Reincarnation Games All Japan Isekai Battle Tournament. Um, the Exodrive is a favorite. I wish it had more. I really wish it did. It only has 3 volumes, and I think it was discontinued. Um, so that's very sad for me. If any of you, okay, if you want to keep up with that, I'll keep up with it. But if you ever like come in and tell me, hey, the Exodrive has a new manga, a new volume, please do that. I encourage it. Um, I also like Solo Leveling, Doombreaker, and The World After the Fall. These are all they're all manga or manhwa. Are they all Korean? I think they are. They're all ones that are like game based, where each of the characters have like a game system that they can see. The World After the Fall is a new one that I've recently found. I've currently only read volume 1. I have volume 2 as well, but I got a little busy with debut stuff. So yeah, I'll read that later and let you guys know how that one is. But so far, I'll tell you, The World After the Fall, amazing. I love it. The base concept of it, I was afraid that I would get into like trying to sell you these books. But so the concept is kind of like Sword Art Online, where there's a tower and you have to reach the 100th floor. Except in this one, you reach like Jaehwan reaches the 100th floor in the first volume, which means that's not the whole thing, and I absolutely love how they twisted it. For my favorite games, hi Jen Jen, welcome in. My favorite games are Kingdom Hearts, specifically the second one. I like Wuthering Waves. I wish I could play it more, but my potato PC. I like Star Rail, which we'll be playing later, Genshin Impact, and Slime Rancher. And to the rightmost one, is a bunch of songs that I like. And I'll play those a little bit later, after the debut part. I'll give you a moment to read those. Genshin streams when? Genshin streams next week. I'll say next week, Ko. I don't know if you want to play it with me. I don't know what I'm planning. If I want to catch up a little bit with some quests or whatnot. I really want to catch up. I have to be prepared for Dainsleif, okay? Okay, it's very important that I'm prepared. Go to the next one. My plans and goals and dreams. Dreams too. I have those. So my plans. How long can I just chat? I yap a lot, as you've probably already noticed. I like to yap, um, even if I'm like awkward about it. But in the past, I haven't had much of um, I haven't had many people like watch me, and so it was kind of hard to like have a back and forth with chat, which I would love. I think any streamer loves to have a back and forth, but I want to have a conversation with you. I want it to be as if we're in a call, and you have to mute, and so you have to message me what you're saying. I want it to be like that. Shh, 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 don't get too, don't get too far ahead of yourself. Hold, don't, don't. It's fine. It's. You can still see the name. Good. Ahem. Uh, variety gaming. So I'll play any type of game really. Besides shooters, probably. I really don't like those anymore. Um, let's see, a few games like the ones in my favorites, so the ones you just saw, as well as maybe I have Played Up. I have Sticky Business, which is a sticker making game. What else? I could try to play The Sims 4. I don't. It kind of lags on my console, but we can try that. We can try that. Writing, singing, and ASMR. So these are ones that I'd love to try them, but I either don't know how it would work, or I don't have the equipment for it yet. But writing in particular, I have to like focus a lot. I have to put 100% of my brain power into writing, and when I'm streaming, it kind of like flips a switch, and I'm like, I'm streaming, I must pay attention, um, which completely diverts it. Um, I've also thought of like a collaborative writing, where chat would like give me ideas on what to write or how they want the the story to progress. I guess that's kind of like D&D, isn't it? It's kind of D&D, but without like dice and stats. I didn't think of that till now. Um, but yeah, I don't know how that would work again, because my brain has to work for that. um, Singing an ASMR. I don't have the equipment for that currently. I don't even have a mic. What you're hearing is my computer mic that's built in. I'm sorry if it's bad. If you'd like it to not be bad, you don't have to, but I have a mic on my throne wish list. You don't have to. I want to be very clear. You do not have to. Okay. Um I'm a little bit um subconscious about my singing. So that's also part of that. If you want me to, if enough of you want me to, I'll I'll do it. Okay. um I also plan to upload videos on YouTube. Um Maybe like edited VODs, or I'm not sure if I would have a better time recording some games that lag uh stream, like if it would lag the video. Does that make sense? Can it do that? Does anyone know? Let me know. I'm uncertain, but I might do some recorded things rather than just post some VODs to it. Which you could hold on. If it would let me. Please let me. Okay, thank you. Before it's had to tell me that I have to log in again in order to send the message. So if you want to go follow me any place else, you can do so there in the chat. I also, this is, the main thing. I want to create a fun and silly community, and I want to make lots of memories together. I absolutely love the idea of community, of having like-minded people. It's just, I have no words. I just adore it. For my goals, I want to reach 100 followers on Twitch, which... Does anyone know what I'm currently at? I can't check. Last I checked, it was 75. I think it's... 79? Yeah, 79. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone who followed. I want to reach 50 followers on YouTube as well. I'm at like 13 last I checked. Almost there. Almost there. I didn't think this many people would like want to watch me. You're so demanding, Go. I'd also like to become affiliate on Twitch. Mainly for the, what are they called? The redeems. I want you guys to be able to redeem stuff. I want you to remind me to hydrate and to stretch because I need it. I made a goal for New Year's that I wanted to stream 75 days this year, and it's a little late in the year. Later in the year than I thought I would start streaming again, but we have plenty of days left. We also have I want to get official art of my OC, and unfortunately I will not be sharing any teasers. Maybe you might get a little bit. You'll be surprised if you get pixels. I really just want to keep it all a secret, if you know what I mean. Have that big debut that no one... I'm so sorry, son. Stretch? Okay, hold on. I have water. Hold on. Okay. And then stretch. Okay, that's better. Thank you. Oh, why can you? Excuse me? Ignore that. Okay. Excuse me, Ko? You better not encourage that behavior in my chat. I know a certain somebody who might pop in and say that too. Don't encourage that in my chat. Yeah, I want to get official art of Tomu. I don't know the word for people who can't visualize things in their head. But I don't have that at all. I, in fact, probably have the opposite, where I can, I don't think there's an opposite, but I can visualize things in my head in like detail. I can visualize what he looks like in my head. And when I'm writing, I can visualize like animations of it. I'm just, if only the anime that I'm making in my head were real, that would be lovely, um, and my last goal is to upgrade my computer. Because again, potato PC, you might be seeing my model lag. That's, computers probably part of it. I'm actually surprised that I haven't encountered any scuff yet, and I haven't seen a single dropped frame, and that's amazing. I hope it stays that way when we game. Other things, I'll stop hiding it now. Calm. My dreams, I would love some lore videos. A lore video, plural. I would love, absolutely love to see my projects come to life. Koyo, stop it. Stop it. What's my toggle? Hold on. Stop. Did I do it right? Oh, I'm not on it. Stop. Put it away. Okay. Well, that's a weird going from like angry to immediately smiling a lot. Okay. I would like to create others like Koyo. If you guys don't know, Koyo, my moderator, my best friend, in the chat right there, he's my creation. I think he found out about VTubing before I did, but I like encouraged him to do it, to stream, and so he did it, and then we kind of decided that I would create his character and his story. And the funny thing, Koyo is very nice. What he told me was he just wants it to be cool. I can do anything with it as long as it's cool. He picked the theme, and I just I went with it. So if you want to go check him out, if you wanna hold on, if you wanna. When did you last stream? Too long ago is the answer. But yeah, I would like to have more creations. Another dream of mine is to publish my stories like in physical format, have it in your hands, in both light novel and manga format, because I love collecting them. You saw it earlier. Calling you out. Yeah. I would just, I don't know if any of you have created something before, completely your own, and just felt so proud of it. But that is how I feel. I mean, that's how I feel about my debut currently, and that's how I want to feel about my projects as a whole. And publishing them in a physical format would make me so happy. And the last one is to have my stories turned into animations, which is basically like, hey, I want to make a light novel into manga and have it animated. I want an anime. I know it's expensive, by the way. These, the reason that these are dreams and not like plans is because they feel so far out from like achievable. Um, so that is why they are here. You may have other creations, but I am the best creation. Hey, you be nice to the future creations out there, okay? I assume this is. That's a good spot, I think. Yeah. Why I stream. I started this journey because I love the idea of community, like I said. The idea of creating a space for people who are just as passionate and creative as I am. I want to inspire others and show you that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And I want to try to destigmatize mental health, or at least help put a smile on someone's face. Because, I needed that at a point, and so I want to be that for others. Most of all, I'm excited to share all of my projects with you. I have so many things I can't wait to bring to life. I've talked your ear off about that, but it's so true. I have so many. I have secrets. I have secrets. Okay? I'm not telling you the secrets, but I have secrets. Oh my goodness. Doku, thank you for following. I just saw that. So this next slide, I believe, if I remember correctly, is something that I have been working on or has been in progress since August of 2022, which is the month that I first streamed. That doesn't mean that it's a big project. Hello, Rome. I knew you would come in and say that. Stop. Gosh darn it. Hi, Rome. Or was I? What? Excuse me? Have you... You have betrayed me? You've... Koyo, we're gonna have a talk later. We're gonna have talk later. Okay. I'm gone. There I am. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Next slide. It's been in the works for a while. I procrastinate, so that's why it's taken this long. But I would like to welcome... Gosh. Where am I? Where did I go? Okay. Scuff. Let me calm. Okay. I would like to welcome you all to the archive. I'm laughing too much. There you go. You can join it. Oh, okay. This is not how I expected this to go. Okay. You can see most of the things here. The creations wing right there is for everything. Basically, it's just Koyo Central for that for that channel. Um, that's where I'll post updates about him or other creations. What else we got? Anything of note? I mean, you guys can see it in the Discord. I'm not gonna stay too long on this. But I believe there we go. This is the credits. Move farther out of the way. So my Life 2D model that you're seeing in the corner, hello, was it's a pre-made by Speci Arts. All of these can be found on Twitter, by the way. My PNG, which I'll show later, you guys have seen it a bit already. I don't know how to say that, so it's ZR60V. I thought that was a 0 like this whole time. And then the one who made the logo is Shior. They're very wonderful. Shior is the only person out of these 3 that I like actually spoke to because my PNG is it's a pit crew at the moment. But Sen, hold. Let me bring myself back up here. But Sen, you wanna talk later? You wanna you wanna talk later? We'll do it later. We'll talk later. And then that is all. We're brought back to the beginning. Again, this is the logo that Shior did. Absolutely wonderful.